A warning, brave adventurer. This episode of Echoes of Honor may contain adult language or adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everybody. Hello there. Welcome back to the Lost Archives. It is wonderful to see your gorgeous faces. We are here. We are playing the premier Cosmere RPG campaign, Echoes of Honor, set in the phenomenal world of the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. We are here. We are back. We are ready to rock and roll. Super quick announcements before we begin tonight. Subnautica 2. My goodness, is very, very exciting and loving it so much. Episodes will be coming out every second or third day, depending on when I can get things recorded and published. I've actually fallen a little bit behind with some of the recordings. I've been a bit sick over the last couple of days, since about last Wednesday-ish, and I'm mostly getting over it. But my voice tonight may fail. It has failed a little bit during the day at certain points, so I'm going to try and minimize the rough, gruff character voices. Sergeant Gavel will not be making an appearance tonight. Not that he was ever going to, but we got to keep the voices a bit smooth and a bit more chill tonight. So if I ever just give up and not do a character voice, it's genuinely because if I do, we're not going to get any further in the session, and any more descriptions from me will be, so then you go and have a look at the windmill. I will try and avoid that as much as possible. The other fun news, this is not fun news. Raph can't join us tonight, unfortunately. He's had some stuff come up that he's unable to avoid, so he won't be joining us tonight. Haz is joining us. He's just running a whole wee bit late, so hopefully we'll see Haz jumping into the chat any moment now. Other fun news to share. Oh my god. They keep releasing more little bits of gameplay footage from Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, and I keep losing my goddamn mind over it. Every time I see it, it's like, it's genuinely like there's a little button in my head marked like Unleash Nostalgium, and every time I see it, there's my brain just fucking smashing that button. It is, yeah, it's very hard watching it and knowing that I have to wait another month. I feel like I'm back in as like a kid again, waiting for like the next. I feel like I'm back waiting for Black Flag to come out again for the first time. It's bizarre. Like, it was probably the game I was most hyped for as like a young teenager, and now I'm back again. They really get you to the point where I re-downloaded AC3. And tried to play that a little bit and forgot that it's like 35 hours of playing Hytham before you even get to put on the assassin robes. So I'm really excited for Black Flag Resynced. I can't wait to dive into it. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer, unfortunately. The sequence with Blackbeard talking about the medicines, I saw that, the cutscene for that leak again. Man, it looks so good. It looks like how I remember the game was. You know, like when you think back to those games that you really loved, you kind of have like those experiences where like in your mind it's so much more crisp, so much better. This is the one time where it looks like how I remember it being. It's crazy. It's really cool. So I'm very excited for Black Flag Resynced. Even though it's Ubisoft, and even though Ubisoft are pretty much a garbage company nowadays, they know how to get me. If they announced after this, I know this is going to do well, and I know they're going to announce a remake of Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations, and I know I'm going to buy all three, and I'm going to give them money for it. And I shouldn't, but I'm going to, because I really, really love all of these games, and they should just remake them. They should just do all of them again in the new Anvil engine. Yeah, that's all the fun behind the scenes chats. Anything else fun before we dive on into the recap and get started? Any other news to share? Any other interesting things in the world?
I have a question.
Lay it on me.
For your Black Flag playthrough,
yes,
what will you be drinking?
Rum. Out of my Black Flag pewter mug that I have up on the shelf behind me from the original.
What sort of rum?
Yeah.
It's going to be the Stolen Gold spiced rum. This is, I think it's a Caribbean spiced rum. It's pretty hard to get in Australia, but I know a place where I can order it online. It's a particularly nice, it's got sort of like coffee notes as well. It's a very nice spiced rum.
Cool.
Obviously.
Stolen
yeah,
Gold
what else?
rum looks like it's available at Dan Murphy's. So
it looks like it is. I have yet to be able to actually successfully purchase it from a Dan Murphy's.
No, there you go. Pick up unavailable, delivery unavailable.
Yeah.
Mind.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Cool.
Thoroughly recommend it. If you like a really nice... Otherwise, I go for Kraken. I do like a Kraken spice rum.
Kraken's good.
But Stolen Gold is like... It's, I don't know, it's got like there's like a vanilla cinnamon coffee kind of vibe going on that I can't get past. It's so good. And it's hard to get, so because it's like it's the supply and demand issue, because I can't get it very easily, and because every time it's special. So it's, for me, that's what I'll be drinking.
Yeah.
That sounds spectacular.
I recommend it. It's very good. I did also make some homemade umeshu recently too. It does. If we were playing AC Shadows, that would have been very fitting. But it's quite nice. That also goes down very well. Dangerously easy to drink. Quite sweet. So I don't know. Maybe I should try and make rum. Should I try and make some rum? I've never actually done.
You could.
Let's make some moonshine. All right, everybody. I've got a month to figure it out. Let's go. We'll make some moonshine.
I need what do you need? You need some charred oak barrels. Got one of those?
Should be easy enough to find.
Yeah, I reckon go down to the marina.
Yeah.
Down there.
If I just have to like remove the bodies that have been dumped in there, we'll be fine. Yeah, easy done.
That's just extra flavor.
Yeah, extra flavor. Yeah, they do chuck a hunk of venison in sometimes when they're brewing that sort of stuff and letting it age. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, let us do our recap. Let us dive into the session. And rather fittingly tonight, I've actually got a much more streamlined, cut down recap just to keep us so we could get in quickly and not waste time. I'm laughing at the irony of that, given that we've just been waffling on for 5 minutes solid about random bullshit. Our story has been following the survivors of a brutal attack on a Bethab caravan, heading from Alethkar to the Shattered Plains. Neivien, Rav-eth, Alaran, Ztar, and Hula have found themselves embroiled in the political machinations of the Aelthi from the moment they arrived at the war camps, drawn into investigating a deeper conspiracy involving a mysterious group of Light Eyes calling themselves the Sons of Honor. Having formed an alliance with the leaders of the Bethab war camp, appointed as examiners as part of this deal, the group are seeking to uncover information about the link between House Thanadel and these Sons of Honor. With their main lead, the leader of the caravan, now hiding under a false identity in Aldar's war camp, the group have made their way south and now seek this bright lady Ralanat. Entering into the camp, Alaran made his way to present himself to Commander Mintez to set up an official reason for the group being in the camp, while the rest of the team split up to follow various leads. With all pathways seeming to head towards the Red Rockbud alehouse, the team reunited to make their way there. Along the way, however, Hula and Alaran noticed guards following them, Alaran revealing to the team that his meeting with Mintez hadn't gone quite as he hoped, the gruff soldier not trusting the group to be able to handle a search for criminals inside his war camp. Able to convince the soldiers that he was adequately prepared the choices and experiences that they would need to go through to be able to lock down this criminal and avoid loss of civilian life, the soldiers have agreed to hang back, letting the group take the lead on this particular investigation. And where we left off was all of you arriving outside the edge of the crater wall to the northern edge of the Aladar war camp. Set into the wall of the crater is a building protruding from it as if it has been grown into the side of the crater edge. Rock buds growing thick and almost like growing over and taking over the structure itself, all of which have been hit with a little splash of red paint, haphazardly marking the location of the Red Rockbud. Harrison, perfect timing. Let me bring your camera across. It's already across. I didn't even need to do anything. So much easier. But yeah, that is where we left off last session, with all of you reconvening outside the Red Rockbud. There's a wall set, basically like partitioning off this estate. The alehouse itself looks like a 2-story building, half set into the wall of the crater. You can see it's clearly been soul cast, growing from the edge of the stone as if it was part of it. The balcony up the top, shuttered and closed, the gatehouse locking access, seemingly manned by a shadowy figure, hidden from view from the road itself, only visible as you approach. But you watch as a Makabaki man walks up, whispers something or says something to the person manning the gatehouse, and the gates open, allowing them access, closing swiftly behind. Inside the gates, you can see a yard, looking almost like a beer garden is the best way to describe this. Tables and chairs set out, people meeting and discussing things under the shadow of the crater's edge. But again, only a glimpse before the gates shut, hiding all of this view from you. What would you all like to do?
I mean, we're on the way to Ralanat's house, right? I mean,
yeah, this was the pathway that Neivien was following, because the leads that you kind of had, the lead that Matt had stumbled across, had said that there was a package delivered to here involving that you're pretty sure was for Ralanat, like hair dye, things like that, along with some other supplies that was picked up by a bald gentleman just outside the Red Rockbud, just around the corner from it. You know that the horn eaters that Hula have been speaking to. There, she thinks her husband might be inside the Red Rockbud. Neiveen's compass that she's using, or the track. What did we decide? A find reel, a locate reel.
Yeah.
You know that is still pointing north from this location, not pointing into the Red Rockbud, but pointing a few streets further north. That seems to be linked to the span reed that Neivien had located amongst the possessions of Ralanat. So, yeah, you've got a few different leads.
What I'm thinking is, if we're going to go into Ralanat's house and give her the Daisian marriage sack treatment, if that door goes poorly, we may need somewhere to quickly get back into. This Red Rockbud seems like a decent enough place. If we can arrange access in advance, we might be able to sneak in there and get lost in the crowd within the pub if we need to disappear.
Okay.
Unless Alaran wants to, piss on any more street corners.
I do have a...
what?
Oh, sorry, Alaran.
Hula, why did you tell them? Okay, well, I was going to mention it. The good news is that the guards that are following us are kind of helping, okay? But it also means that we have to be sensible with our actions here, because we have got eyes on us.
Oh, well,
okay.
I expected as such.
I think if Neivien's reel is pointing further northward, we must push to that with haste. But I think it is right. If Hula, you said that you might have a way of getting in, or is that you, Rav-eth?
No, yes.
Hula.
Yes, the guardsman that I spoke to gave me an in. I have to talk to Nell, and that'll get us access, if I'd say his name.
To Ztar's point, I think it is a sound idea, but I would like to try and check the this Red Rosebud, something or rather. I would like to check this area out first. Rockbud, there we go. Thank you, voice in the sky.
I'm your conscience, Matt. It's all good.
I would like to
we don't talk
check
often.
this area out. Yeah, no, we don't. I would like to check this area out in case that bold fellow is holed up here. He may be an ally, and I don't want to be falling into a situation where we may be under threat by unforeseen enemies that could be holed up in this location.
So before or after we go try and bag Ralanat?
Well, I would prefer to suss this location out as a potential fallback area, and then all going well and clearing that, we could get a room, establish ourselves here, and then go find Ralanat, a Daisian marriage sack, as you aptly put it, and then we could return back to this location and celebrate with a few drinks.
Sounds good. All right, quick scope of the area. Let's get in. Hula, you lead the way. You've got our entry pass, and let's scope this out. Then go bag it.
Sounds
good. Can we see the horn eaters out the front at all?
No, they are not visible. They were a bit ahead of you. So if they're here, maybe they've headed inside, or maybe they've gone looking a little bit further, but you can't see them from where you are, Hula.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, I guess the first step would be to walk up and try and use our in with Nell to get us entry.
As you approach the gates, you can see there is a person sitting behind what looks like a small desk hidden in an alcove in a little locked off section of stone, almost like a stone guard tower to the side of the entryway of the Red Rockbud. Inside, you can see this person is hunched over, a cloak wrapped around their shoulders, a hood up, obscuring their features. And as you approach, the figure who is taking notes, writing, glances up towards you, giving you a glimpse of their face. Human, definitely, from the looks of things. It doesn't look like a plush Endy. Slightly tanned skin, possibly a Aelthi. And as she looks towards you, you can see it is indeed an Aelthi woman. Her hair tied up underneath a bun, almost like dark grey blue eyes glance at you as she looks up. I don't know you. Who are you?
My name's Hula, and these are my compadres. We were sent here by a comrade of mine that I made. I can't remember the guard's name. Sorry.
It's okay.
I wrote down Nell. Yes. A new friend of mine said that I should come talk to Nell at the Red Rockbud if I needed a place to stay or a afternoon of fun.
Okay. What's your intentions for your time
Well,
here?
we were hoping to get a room in case our night trends onwards, but I was also heard this is one of the better places to get some Horn-Eater White.
Correct. Well, I'll need your names just so that I can take note of who you are should I not be on guard next time you need to enter. Could you describe for me or give me the name of the person who recommended this location by any chance?
He was one of the guardsmen. Not as tall as me, but not short by any standard.
Okay.
Travelled in a group and was walking away from here about half an hour ago.
Okay. No problems. Thank you. Well, if I can get your names, I can allow you access. We don't have to go through all of you showing your names. I just need to know whether or not you're giving her your real names or not.
I'm just being
Hula would-
stupid personally.
Yeah.
You're just being stupid. Yep, that's fair.
Yeah. I would probably give him my real name. Doesn't mean
You
a
already
hell of
had-
a lot down here. Yeah.
Yep.
Can I
that's
make
fine.
an insight check as to whether this is a list that Alaran's name should be so clearly on?
Yes,
Ooh,
definitely.
that's
You
a
can
good point.
definitely make a insight check for that. I think insight makes the most sense, actually.
I want to roll an insight check too, just to see if this is a good idea or not.
Yeah, go for it. That's a natural
didn't-
20.
Wow.
For a total of 25. Yeah, I mean, pretty clearly, if this list was to get out, Alaran, the information on this would contain you and link you to what is an underground gambling den, alehouse, potentially damaging to have your name tied to this, for sure. More importantly, though, this does give someone who might be tracking you a location and description of you. Not ideal. You can see that she's writing more than just names down. She's taking descriptions, and she seems to be quite a gifted sketcher. She has actually got next to her, hidden in the shadows, a sketchbook where she is drawing people as they approach, getting little sketches of their faces and their appearances. Yeah, you don't think this is a good thing that you should be tied to. You probably want to be away from this, ideally. I would not be giving your real name. And that's a 17 from Rav-eth. Yeah, Rav-eth, 17. You don't notice the sketchbook and the drawings that she's been doing of people, but you also get the impression that, yeah, I mean, this could potentially be an avenue for people to track you down.
Yeah.
It might not be the best idea.
I realize that like secrecy and being a little bit coy is probably wise in this situation, but then I don't think I've really run into many Natannans while I've been in this camp, so I feel like I'm sticking out a little bit anyway. But that's okay. I'll probably still give a false name.
What false name do you give?
Probably keeping it similar to Rav-eth. I'm just going to go with Ezra.
Ezra. Neivien is going to give Nishev. She's also going simple false name. Alaran.
Do I get the sense that there is no way I can enter without giving a false name, and that is the path best to?
She's asking for a name. You don't know. Maybe you could try and refuse. But she has asked for a name, and you can see she's already finished drawing Hula's appearance, and she's moving on to Rav-eth next. Like she's making sure she's got a drawing of each of you. But it's not too late. You can try and intervene here. You've seen her doing this, and it's. I mean, you've only just spotted this. None of the others have.
I think that Alaran is going to try and potentially bribe to stop the recording of that, and use the status of Light Eyes to dissuade the continuation of the record keeping, or to
Okay.
muddy that record by intention of placing some marks down. Do I get, like, with that insight, I know that, like, I'm asking for a lot there. Do I get a monetary value that would
Of
be
what her
significant.
bribe level is.
Yeah, like, is this person, like, you said this person is like a dark eyes. Are they?
She's
have
got sort of
anything
like a slightly darker grayish blue, but it's still she'd be a lower light eyes for sure.
Okay. I have no understanding of the monetary system for the Stormlight, so I just want to put down a generous token gesture that is to stop what she is doing right now.
How much?
Yes, she has. What does that look like? And
30 marks?
Yeah.
Do it.
The question is how many marks, right? So for example, just to give you some like context, if you were to get like a really nice bottle of wine, is that a good kind of like is that a good like marking point or a good like threshold point? What's a good threshold point to kind of know how much you're giving?
Like it could be anything, because it could be the bottle of a really expensive bottle of wine. It could be accommodation for 5 people. Could be safe passage for 24 hours of like.
I mean,
In that
Rav-eth
case,
didn't know what he was
I
doing.
think he's asking like what kind of like tier bribe do you want to give her? Like, do you want like is she gonna buy a bottle of wine with this or a house? Like where
She's not going to be.
where you're pitching the bribe.
You look, Rav-eth jokingly saying 30 marks before, not far off the mark. The most expensive kind of like bottle of wine you're looking at.
The brome.
Exactly. The most expensive bottle of wine is like 300 marks. That's like the most expensive bottle of wine ever. If you were just getting her to forget your face, or at least like change the appearance a little bit, or maybe accept no name at all, 30 marks is a good starting point. You're probably going to have to go a little bit higher though. This is an establishment that deals in gambling. You get the sense that this person's probably paid quite well. And given her skill set, being able to look at people and very accurately recreate drawings of them, it's a pretty decent skill set to have.
I only joke with the 30 marks thing because that was what Rav-eth
That's what you bribed the herbalist with.
Bribed
Yeah.
the apothecary. I was probably way over the mark.
Too much.
For the apothecary, yes, that was too much, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's-
If you
you got the
no follow-up
information.
questions whatsoever of them, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alaran can't purchase the most expensive bottle of wine with his current takings, but I think that recognizing that 30 is the start level, I can see that you're taking some important records, but it is important that our presence be a discretion here and not cause you any concerns. And I push the 30 pieces, 30 marks to hand, and I say, I look down at the ledger that she's recording and I say, forget one of my companions as well, and I can give you another 10 marks.
You watch as she glances up at you, notices your attention on the pages to her right, hidden in shadow, that she very gently tucks away. All right. Fine. I don't need a name, and we can forego the description. Who else did you want me to forget, dear?
Rav-eth. I don't say Rav-eth, sorry.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
pointing at
Ezra.
yeah. This one, forget this one. It's simply because, like Rav-eth said, is the most recognizable, and we have a bunch of people that are kind of a little less obvious in description, and finding the Natan is an easy mark.
Make me a persuasion check, please. Please, Alaran. Persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
I'm going to make a persuasion because it is being incentivized here rather than threatening.
Yeah. It's when I say like intimidation, kind of more of like a, like in the business, a bit more of like you didn't see anything, all right? Like more of a charismatic intimidation than a I'm going to kill you intimidation.
Given the consequences of getting this wrong, which means that this person says all good and then goes and snitches to somebody that causes us the exact concern that we would have, can I raise the stakes on this?
Yeah, go on. You can raise the stakes on this roll.
To be fair, bribing her does directly tell her that our presence is information that's worth having.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I'm happy to raise the stakes.
But also, like, I imagine that would also be true for light eyes that are walking in and not wanting to be on the ledger. I feel like that would be some form of. All right, so I'm gonna do I click raise the stakes first?
Yes.
Okay.
I think either way, our presence here is an alarm bell to someone, right? Like, there's no subtle way of doing it.
Let's find out.
Then custom roll.
Just through Roll20, it should just be the same as if you go to do the roll, and then you can click raise the stakes as as an option to tick the box and let it do it as an extra thing.
Okay, let me do that then.
Pretty sure.
So persuasion.
So if I was to do it from your thing,
And raise the stakes. Ah, yeah, got it.
there you go.
Roll.
He got the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen.
Got the opportunity.
So that is going to be a 15 plus the opportunity. You watch as she raises an eyebrow towards you, looks down at the notes, looks back up towards you, and then takes the top two pictures, the one of Hula that she'd finished and the one of Rav-eth that she was in the process of working on, and tears them up in front of you, dropping them on the ground. You're cute, boy. Go on. When you get to the stairs inside, head straight up them. Take the first left. There'll be a bodyguard there. Say you're here to speak to Nell. You'll be gestured in. No one else will know you're here. We take discretion very seriously here at the Red Rockbud. In you go. And save the rest of those spheres to make a few bets, okay?
I think Alaran in that moment feels a little bit like he's done a little bit well, and I said I'd
Takes the 30
along
marks,
to that.
tucks them away quite quickly, because keep the rest of your spheres. No, don't waste them on me. Spend them inside.
Very good. And what is your name?
You don't need to know that.
Nice.
You're not that cute.
And I just walk forward as if, feeling pretty good about.
She reaches down, pulls the lever, and the gates swing open.
Wow.
As you all enter, as I described before, the courtyard, the foreground, the courtyard of the Red Rockbud is, a bit like a beer garden. Imagine a few planter boxes set out around tables and chairs, all growing with various Rosharan flora, a lot of branching coral-like creatures rising up, feathered corals reaching up and then occasionally pulling back as people walk too close by them. You see a few cremlings climbing over the masonry. This place looks like it is very well made, very well put together. There's a number of people sitting and drinking. Hula, you pass by a group of 3 horn eaters, all men, all playing what looks like some form of game, looking very, very inebriated. They're tossing bits of shell that have been marked with various symbols up in the air and watching them fall, drinking what looks like a very potent horn eater white out of a pewter mug. Excuse me. All of them looking a bit worse for wear. A bit tired, a bit haggard, and quite a bit drunk, shall we say? The rest of your eyes watering as you pass by the mugs, and their breath steaming with whatever this potent alcoholic beverage is. As you make your way, I should say, if you wanted to head inside, you can see that the lower floor is opened up into more of a tap room. Upstairs, there is a central staircase that splits into 2 areas, a bunch of private rooms arranged along the top floor in like a U shape. And then a little antechamber off towards the right-hand side that appears to be some form of more private area for patrons. You do see a few Aelthi soldiers, a few Aelthi light eyes coming and going, as well as a couple of other sort of more unexpected people, a couple of Thalans, Makabaki or 2, Rav-eth, even another Natanan. You watch as a Natanan man strides out towards the courtyard with a drink in hand, sitting down and joining 2 Hadazians. handing them a flagon before taking a sip of his own. You watch as his eyes meet yours, this very almost like emerald green catching your gaze as he looks at you, doesn't recognize you, and turns back to his two Hadazian friends.
Cool.
Are there any like mugs on any of the passing tables that are like, you know, the remnants of a previous drinking group that has moved on? Like,
yeah, for sure. There's some dregs. Yeah.
Alaran picks up one of those mugs, puts it in his other hand, and then switches one across to Hula, almost as if to like suggest that we're moving through with drinks rather than walking in empty-handed, like new people to be paying attention to, having just arrived.
Fair enough. Hula, you're handed a mug filled with like the backwash of some Aelthi lad who was here moments ago. Weak ale watered down even further with saliva.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of a sniff and be like,
see that look, and I'm like, I'll get you another one. Don't worry, my friend. We'll take care of you.
See that you do, and then I'll look back at the Horn-Eater white table and be like, lovingly.
Yeah, where the fun is being had. Yeah.
Rav-eth would just like to have a bit of a look around and see, probably very unlikely, but just to see if there's any tall, bald man sort of looming around, you know, kind of keep maybe looking down from somewhere, or anyone that fits the description of that fella that was seen intercepting the parcel.
Yeah, could I get a perception or I reckon perception or maybe even survival? Your choice.
Ooh, survival. Nah. Ooh, my survival is actually not too bad. I might try and do that, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like being observed, looking for signs of people watching you or paying attention, listening to your instincts, the hairs on the back of your neck rising up.
Feeling of, am I being watched right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Not the greatest roll.
8. There's a lot going on in here, Rav-eth. There's a lot of people talking and drinking. The sounds of conversation much louder inside the walls. It's hard to kind of see. A few people pay attention to you, but it's just because you're newcomers coming in. Nothing really that stands out as being anything concerning. You catch the eye of the bartender all the way at the other end of the room, Rav-eth, inside that the lower floor, at a bar that's stretching around at a right angle across the room. You can see the bartender sort of gives you all a bit of a look as you enter in. Watches Alaran pick up the mug, hand one to Hula, and then pick up another half-empty mug. You watch as the bartender sort of like confusedly cocks his head, but nothing else really interesting at that point.
I'll go over and I go to Alaran. I'll handle the drinks. Kind of look down at the mugs. I think that bartender's a bit worried about that, but don't worry, I'll sort us out.
As you make your way over to the bar, Rav-eth, is anyone accompanying you to the bar?
On my way to the bar. I don't know. Whoever wants to come with me.
Hula would be trying to get rid of this will.
Yeah, you would.
Yes.
I'll probably just follow along beside wherever Alaran goes as though he owns me.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing,
Neivien at this point is kind of looking at all of the gambling that's going on, and like you watch as her left arm begins to twitch a little bit. As you
future.
These people, no! As you make your way over towards the bar, Rav-eth and Hula, the bartender is, it's hard to kind of place him. He looks to be very, very tanned skin, wearing quite loose linen clothing, very, very simple. And you realize this man's probably from the Reshi Isles, judging by the appearance of him. That like very, very tan, slightly wrinkled skin that makes him look a bit older than he actually is. As he catches your eye and watches you approach, he gives a bit of a short, sharp bark of a laugh. Newcomers, what can I get you?
Horn-Eater white, strong as you can get it. Please, sir.
Strong as a can, eh? Aye, I can do that. What about the rest of you? What can I get you?
I was hoping for something a little bit more refined. Do you have any good wines on hand? Maybe something from, I don't know, from Azir or something?
Can do something like that. Got a nice red that we acquired recently from Sadius's war camp.
Ooh,
Would that
sounds
be
lovely.
amenable?
Sure, I'll give it a go. And then for my traveling companions over there, perhaps just something more suitable for another Aelthi pellet, if you have a recommendation.
Auburn for the princeling, maybe an orange for the woman.
Sounds good to me.
With that, he begins pouring them out. No one seems to raise an eye at the Parshmen stepping in. You can see there are a couple of other Parshmen moving around. One of them seems to be actually employed by the establishment. Ztar, you see the Parshmen picking up plates and cups and walking towards the room, walking back towards the kitchens. The Parshman does catch your eye and give you a bit of a curious look, though, Ztar. And then you watch as they kind of pause, cock their head, and you hear humming to the rhythm of curiosity, very faintly for a moment, and then a pause as they wait to see if you respond.
I hum back to the rhythm of how you doing?
Hell yeah.
Shall we say the rhythm of greeting? You watch as
the rhythm of how you doing is pretty cool.
You watch as the Parshman raises their eyebrows momentarily before nodding to the kitchen and gesturing for you to follow.
I just quickly whisper to Alaran, can you loudly give me an order to fetch you something from the kitchen?
How loudly are we talking? You just need to go to the kitchen and get me something now. I will not wait.
Yes, master. As I pass my way through.
Perfect. As the two of you make your way over, the bartender finishes pouring out the drinks and places them on a tray and hands them towards you, Hula. You watch as he does a few moments of mental counting, his fingers coming up momentarily as he goes, 14 spheres.
My hands are full with the tray, so I'm gonna have to get it.
Classic.
14 spheres?
No, I left my wallet back at the peak.
Dropped them on the peaks. Oh no.
It is the air. The air down here is too much air. I cannot find wallet. It is it's too much air. Too thick to reach for wallet.
14 spheres? Are you having a laugh? Just because we're new here? Surely.
Are you having a laugh? Finest horny to white, he asked for.
Oh, that is true. He did ask for that.
I said strongest tornado white, not the finest.
Yeah, same thing.
Maybe where you're from.
Can I gotta inside check this guy again.
Sure.
Is he pulling out like just trying to? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a difference between strongest and finest for horny to white.
The impression that you get
Not
is
on the
that
peaks.
he knows what you meant when you said strongest, and he has served you the strongest one that he has.
That's a 5.
No,
That's
never mind. That's a
terrible.
5. 2 plus 3. Yeah, Rav-eth. No. This is absolutely right. Like this is 100% correct. Hula did ask for the strongest. This man has said the strongest and the finest are the same thing. That checks out. For
My
horny, it is
apologies.
probably the finest is the strongest. That does check out.
That checks out. My apologies. Sorry, I must have misheard. 14 spheres for the finest. Of course. Must be hard to come by.
He nods. Yeah, 14 marks.
Sure.
Yeah, just nods. Stolen from the hands of high princes. You're lucky to be getting it.
From high princes? High princes with horny to wine. How did that come about?
They come down the mountains sometimes, his people. Think they can challenge for a shard plate or a blade. And they bring gifts. Sometimes it's horny to white.
Oh, was that true, Hula?
Yes. I was in a bit of a rush to find my nephew, so I didn't bring many gifts myself, but it's fairly typical.
Oh. Hula. You wound us. You could have brought something from the peaks for us all. That is a shame. Next time you return to the peaks, you should certainly bring something back for us to enjoy.
Of course. I'll share some of this white with you now if you feel so inclined.
I would like to try it. Yeah, that sounds lovely. 14 marks, was it? Yeah, that seems
14
amenable.
marks. Are you here to gamble?
Yeah. Spot of gambling sounds nice.
What's your poison? What's your preferred game?
I mean, those hornies over there with those funny shells looks appealing. Hula, do you know anything about that?
Hula, you do. You've got Hornita cultural expertise. You don't need to even roll for anything. You know this game as well. The game that they're playing is called Shell Toss. It is a very popular game up on the peaks. Essentially, what you're trying to do is have them land with certain combinations of runes that score certain points. And you basically say, it's kind of a little bit like blackjack, right? You want to get just underneath a certain number of points by throwing them up. If you go over, you're out. If you go too far under than the others, you don't win. It's basically as close as you can get to 16 points.
Are you versing each other or the house?
You're versing each other. The Horneaters are all versing each other. That doesn't seem like a game that involves the house. You get the sense the Horneaters aren't playing a game that involves the house at all. And you can see a look of frustration cross the face of the bartender, Rav-eth, as you point to the Horneaters. As he looks out, he goes, They brought them shells with them. I'd kick them out if they hadn't already lost most of their marks on other games.
Okay.
Nell says they're good for business anyway.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, I don't see many. I mean, obviously, your games probably happening behind closed doors. I mean, what sort of poisons do you have? Pray tell.
Most popular here is Game of Pieces.
Oh,
there are people upstairs playing.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to give me a bit of a rundown of the rules on that one, would you?
I can take you through it, but I'm a bit busy with all the work down here. Head on upstairs, ask for a private room, or just join an existing game if you wish. I'm sure you'll find the time passes by in an instant. Very easy game to pick up pieces.
Do they allow for people to spectate games, or is it sort of a when you're in there you're playing sort of thing?
As long as you're not influencing the game, you can spectate.
Okay.
But if you're caught cheating, let me tell you the consequences. You watch as he reaches down, pulls out a bloodied strip of fabric and places it on the counter in front of you.
Oh. Okay.
This belonged to the last person we caught cheating here. It's all that's left of them. All that anyone could find, anyway.
Can I, with my surgeon background, am I able to deduce how old this strip of blood is? This bloody rat
100%. You don't need to roll. This is just off your expertise.
No.
The blood is dried, Rav-eth, but it's not that dried. 2 or 3 days at most.
Okay.
It hasn't fully oxidized in places. It is definitely blood. You know this immediately. You know what paint looks like and what blood looks like, especially dried blood. This is definitely blood.
It's probably a whiff of like metallic. Yeah.
It's a concerning amount of blood too.
No, that is fair. And I feel well. No, that's his choice to make whatever the decision that was that ended up in that case. So that's good. Good. Excellent. Well, I might go up in a moment once I enjoy this little beverage here and maybe partake in this game of pieces. Was it?
Pieces.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Your name?
Liren.
Nice to meet you, Liren.
I should have said this man's a dark-eyed Reshi man.
Okay.
I know I don't always specify the eye color. I should whenever I remember to. But yeah, Liren.
Do I know he might be from Reshi?
You kind of figured that out before, judging by his accent, his skin color. I think you guys had a bit of a hint of that before. Yeah.
You're well. Nice to meet you. You're, if I'm not mistaken, you're from the Reshi Isles, right?
Oh, here we go again.
No, I'm just. You're
Yes,
quite
I'm
you're
not from
quite a-
around here. I'm not
No,
an
no.
Aelthi soldier.
Neither
are
am
you.
I. Yes. No, you're quite a distance away from home.
Why does everyone think the bartender wants to chat about his past? What's up with that? Why do we always assume the bartender wants to chat? Maybe I just want to serve drinks.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. Just take my drinks and walk away.
No, it wasn't. I'm a bastard, I know. Fuck off. Storm off. When you want drinks, come here. When you want to chat, find some drunk.
All right. Nice talking to you.
Let's jump over. As you head over and bring the drinks towards Neivien, Alaran, and Hula, let's stick with Ztar for a moment. Ztar, as you head back into the kitchens with the parchment, you watch the parchment deposits the plates and cups in front of an enormous wash basin where another parchment is currently working. This one doesn't look up, doesn't respond at all. Just seems to be up to their arms in soapy water, slowly scrubbing the plates one by one, scrubbing out the mugs and then placing them on a rack to dry. The parchment gives a bit of a sad, almost like a sad look of, yeah, the expression that crosses their face is a little bit unreadable for a moment. Ztar, and then you watch as they turn towards you, and humming to the rhythm of amusement, speaking in perfect listener, turns towards you and goes, "What are you doing here?"
By Calyx nuts, I was going to ask the same for you. I truthfully didn't expect to see someone else who could to sing with the rhythms in this place.
You have not been sent here by a Shonai? And the council?
No, I left the plains many years ago.
You are not. Wait.
How old would I place this? Malin, female?
Malin. Malin, but like in work form, there's not a lot of like.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of crazy like distinguishing features. It's hard to say. Like probably in their, if they were a human in their like mid-20s, younger than you for sure.
Okay, so I may have rolled out before they were anyone I would have paid attention to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Shona did not send me. I left before she was on the council.
Okay. I thought there was news that I was to change my post and to go elsewhere. I was hoping for that news. Apologies. So you are rogue. You are not one of us. You are one of us, but not one of us.
I suppose that's a good way of putting it. No, I left to see the world a long time ago, and I've done so, not all of it pretty, but out there I learned to do more than just listen.
You have done well. I have been trapped in this camp now for almost 9 months. It is wearing thin.
I can imagine. So I met someone else from Narak earlier out in the marketplace. How many of you are out here?
I know of 4 others who are on duty here, sent to various posts to learn what we can, to gather information and send it back to the tower.
If you have a way to contact them.
I do, yes.
You need to let them know that our gods are returning.
I know they are. That's why we are here. That's why we are all in these positions. Because of our...
Like, what you did didn't stop it. It is coming.
What is coming? What have you done?
I have done nothing, but what I've seen out here, there are other forces at work. The high spread, the return. There are radiants again. I can say no more, but you must get word back.
Okay, I will do my best to get word back. We must be quiet and cautious. I I think the bartender is already onto me. He keeps giving me more and more complex orders, trying to get me to do things. I think he is testing me or something.
Then it is probably time for you to. Do you have an abandoned post clause in your mission?
No, I was
what are you
told.
to do if you're discovered?
There is no. We are not. What do you mean clause? I was told to gather here as much information as I can before making my way to. And you hear him switch to the rhythm of annoyance. Was told to gather here as much information as I can before making my way back to Norak. Once I have learned what the humans are planning, once I have gathered information on the attempts, and try and see if we can learn what it will take to get the humans to leave.
If I have learned anything about the Aelthi, they will not leave. You've given them here two things that they love: a good fight and money.
Sometimes I think about going out in the night and switching to war form, brother. Making my way back in camp and just unleashing.
I don't blame you. I've seen how they treat us and the dull forms. Barely sentient though they are still our kinsmen. But I don't know how to stop the war. Truthfully, I don't think you as soon as you killed the king, I think that was off the table. But I think you all knew that.
I understand why they did it. They were desperate. There was no other way.
Unfortunately, I don't think the king was really the one pulling the strings.
No. There have been people here who have talked about the king as if they were working with him. They speak as if they are following plans, following orders from the king that they received long ago.
That makes sense. Do you know who they are or where I could find them?
I know one or two of them by name and by their reputation. One of them is in the employ of a high prince, has both plate and blade, is a drinker, a violent man, goes by the name of Rezi.
Wow.
I suspected as much.
He serves his high prince, acts on behalf of him. There's another. They refer to a man who is on his way from Alethkar, a man named Amaram.
I've not heard of this Amaran before. Is he one of the frontier lords? Or?
He has not come here yet, but they speak of him. They speak of him as if he is a hero of the Aelthi. I did not know the name before either.
Interesting. All right. Is there anyone else that was with this Reshi before you?
With
Rezi? You
Rezi,
obviously heard them talking. Yeah, Rezi. Yeah, sorry.
I know there are two scribes that often are with them when they speak. Twins. They are Aelthi. They give me the creeps. They are often here recording information. I have never seen them apart.
All right, good to know. Thank you. That's actually incredibly helpful. You've never caught any word of what they are planning, what their orders from the dead king were?
I know that they have a storehouse hidden not far from here, to the north. It is disguised in the crater wall as just another door to another house, but it is not that. It is a passageway. It leads down to a storehouse where they gather supplies for some purpose. I have heard them speak of it more than once. We are lucky the humans do not think of us as a threat.
No, truthfully, it's come in handy more than once. As much as it pains to be treated as cattle, it does serve a purpose to be invisible at times.
They insist on being served by Parshman alone as a way of protecting themselves. You watch as he gives you a wry smile, switching to the rhythm of amusement once again.
I'll attune that rhythm with him because it's very funny. But thank you.
They were here last night.
Oh, okay. The scribes and Rezi?
Not Rezi, but the scribes were, along with another man who often accompanies them. Older man, nasty scar, voice is raspy and harsh.
I've not met him. That description doesn't ring a bell?
You tell me.
I mean, to Ztar?
You tell me. Alaran didn't go into details describing any of the details of this physical appearance to you, unfortunately. He just said he met with a person and called them by their name, because why would he need to physically describe them to you? I mean, when you go like, I'm going to go meet with this person, then you go meet with them, you come back and be like, Hannah, let me describe to you my boss today. You just tell them the name, right?
I do.
Fair enough. I'll just pocket this on for now then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. What's your? In case I see you again, what is your name?
I am Relic. That is the name I was told to use. We have begun to use. Some of us are choosing to use code names now. I thought Relic was cool.
That is pretty cool.
You are?
Well, then you can call me Renegade.
Renegade. Ash's eyes, that's better. Storms. They were the twins and this older man. They were discussing what to do with it sounded like they were calling this person a traitor, speaking about what they were going to do with her.
Oh. Thank you. Even more helpful. That I do now have to seriously be about some very important business. If I know anything more to pass back to the listeners, I will come here to find you. But stay safe. If you think that bartender is on you, next high storm, get out of here.
You think? Just leave and abandon my post?
Right, they said if you've gathered enough information, come back to Iraq. I think there being a human smart enough to work out what we are is information in itself, and what I've just told you should be more than enough to justify leaving. But get word back to them if you can.
I'll leave in the early hours.
I don't know what they'll do, but they should be prepared.
I'll leave in the early hours of the morning then.
If they're planning anything stupid, like, I don't know, summoning Big Red Storm, maybe they should just hold off on that for a while, hypothetically speaking.
You don't know about that. Nice try.
No, I don't say that. But yeah, stay safe. There aren't enough of us left to spare.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, humming to the rhythm of Courage. As he looks towards you. You would be welcome back any time, Renegade. I know it. The council would love to know what you have seen, what you have heard. And it sounds like you have seen and heard a lot. Come back. Tell them what you know.
Look, I appreciate that, but it's not my... I have things to do out here that would help more out here than there. Me being another trapped listener back on Iraq won't make the difference. Out here, maybe I can, and look, there'll always be a part of me that will be a listener, but Iraq is not home for me anymore.
He nods, and then reaches around and grabs a plate full of some cut cheeses and things like that before passing them to you. For your cover. You were ordered by Light Eyes to get things. Take them out of the humans.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If you've not left and I have some more information to share, I'll come back here to try and find you.
He nods. Back out with the humans. As you sit down and begin to sip on the very reasonably priced alcohol, Rav-eth, that you procured. Very reasonably priced, as per your insight check. Yeah, I mean, Hula, the Horneater White is a very, very nice Horneater White. The wines are fine. I mean, look, the reds, typically like a red wine, a red Aelthi wine tends to be flavorful with a bit of a burn to it. The Auburn that you're currently sipping on, Alaran, it's got a bit of like an earthy aroma to it, a little bit spicy. And you can see Neivien is currently sipping on her yellow, which looks to be a bit more of a fruity wine. Sipping away. It's nice. These are good. They're fine. They're fine. Not the worst.
Does Rav-eth or anyone else actually want to try the Horneater White?
What's the red wine like from Ziz?
Yeah, the red wine is the one that is
Sorry.
flavorful with a bit of a burn to it, a bit of a pleasant burn, almost not like a spicy burn, but more like a bit of an alcohol kind of burn to it. A bit more of like I'm going to say it's a bit of like a fireball kind of vibe to it, a bit of like a cinnamon heat to it, and a bit of a fireball kind of burn. It's all right. It's all right.
I think in this moment, Alaran takes the opportunity to make it clear to Rav-eth that by giving an Aelthi man like anything above a yellow is kind of like almost a flirt of I'm going to try and get you drunk. In the sense of like any of those higher drinking statuses, it's like, yeah, that's it's a bit taboo to unlike the horn eaters here that give me the most significant and
is this something that Alaran believes?
Yeah, this is Alaran's Baron training. Like this is what he has been told about Aelthi customs, and whilst he has seen different, still the kind of like I guess the doctrine is that, you know, it'd be untoward to be like so brash with giving someone such a heavy drink unless you are like suggesting to disrupt their respectability.
Yeah.
And then Alaran talks about how like the Auburn's very nice and blah, 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 blah. It's very clear that he's very infrequently had this level of like booze, and like it's his stuttering through the sipping of this very lightly. But then he keeps coming back to say that he usually focuses on having yellow because that's what one would have before a jewel, because that's just what he.
Neivien is gonna pause as you say this, halfway like having like taken a big gulp, puts the glass of yellow down, looks at you and goes, "You want to swap?"
It
sounds like he wants to swap. We can swap.
Are they in glasses or are they in like pewter mugs?
The wine would be in glasses.
No. You should.
But you might have to duel. Who knows? You might need to duel in a moment. We don't know what's going to happen.
Sounds like he wants to swap. I didn't mean anything untoward, by the way. That's the bartender.
If we were in finer company, if we were in a finer setting, that would have been a bit.
Neivien looks at Hula. What do you mean? Are we not fine enough for you?
No, I mean the streets smell like piss here.
Hula snorts his Horneater White for a moment.
I mean, from what I heard,
I think that was self-inflicted.
That smell.
Okay.
Look, Alaran, I keep thinking that like you're sheltered, and then you say something, and I realize that you're way more sheltered than I thought you were. If someone buys you a drink, they're not trying to get you drunk. Welcome to the actual courts, young lad. This is like, if you're served violet wine at a party, it's a good party. That's how you know it's a good one.
Violet?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What do you mean crazy? Have you not tried violet wine before?
Of course I've tried it, but like,
what does it taste like? What does it taste like? What does violet taste like, Alaran?
It tastes like wood.
Like what?
Like wood?
Wood?
You think wood?
Yeah,
I have this huge image of like Alaran is basically like Moss from IT Crowd now.
Yes. Yeah. He's Richard Iowati. Of course I have.
Interesting autism correlation between player and characters here.
Are you suggesting I haven't tried some sort of beverage? Of course I have.
I've had yes. We sat around and we each had like a little nip of violet at that one party, and it was crazy. My hair on my arm all stuck up, and but it's not good. You gotta be prepared.
Neivien genuinely like jaw open turns towards Hula and Rav-eth. I mean, Hula's drinking honey to white, so we don't really need to have the conversation about if you ever tried violet wine. That's probably like water for you. Rav-eth, you've had violet wine before, right?
Yes, I have.
Yes, and it tastes like wood.
It doesn't taste like wood. It's got.
No, it doesn't.
It's got a sort of like a complex palate, but you're not drinking it for the flavor. You're drinking it to get wasted. It's violet wine.
Alaran, have you ever been intoxicated before?
Yes.
You've been to a party before,
Yes.
Alaran? Like a real party,
Yes.
not like a.
Are you sure?
No. Yes, I don't know how, but I had a fair bit of red once, and I got told it wasn't red. I don't know how. Yeah,
What do you mean? You could tell by the color. They're all quite colourful. What do you mean?
Inside check, Alaran. Don't believe him.
All I meant to say is that I like having yellow. It's casual.
Okay, here's yellow. I'm happy to swap.
You don't have yellow. You have orange. That's different. That's
No, I
gingery.
got yellow. No. I've got yellow. Orange is
Oh.
even weaker. This is already like water. Come on.
Oh, I will have. If you've got yellow, I'll have yellow. Are you fine with
She
this one?
gladly swaps your Auburn for her yellow and then whispers to you, Rav-eth. Yes, much better. Next time, if you're looking for me, red or Auburn. I'm not much of a yellow girl. Anything less than Auburn's, I'm not interested.
We haven't really had an opportunity to drink this before.
I know,
so-
no, it's okay. I know, and it's a sexist thing. Bartenders and alehouse patrons and things like that. They always assume that because I'm a woman, I want something a bit sweeter. But I don't know. I quite like a bit of the burn.
Okay,
Inside of
I get it.
15.
I'm going to
Alaran.
allow it because I'm not trying to conceal information here.
Okay.
If I think that even with that like insight, he can tell that you're kind of like trying to suss it out. The story here is that he got told something was like this level and it'd be fine, and to have like this much and he'll be fine. His better peers intentionally got him like plastered.
Oh, okay.
They were like, yeah, it's yellow. It's just red because of the blood in it.
What? Why are you drinking it? That opens the door to more
battle
important
brew.
questions. It's battle brew. Maybe they could have said like it's just in a red cup. It's just in a red glass.
It's red glass.
Yeah.
Alaran will easily go to peer pressure, is what we're learning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alaran
It does,
is-
and the basis level lie. Like, oh, it's red because it's a hot day. Okay.
Yeah, yellow becomes red on a hot day. That's how you
Yeah.
can tell how hot it is.
It's a good. That's how you know it's a good one.
Alaran, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think your baseline for alcoholic consumption is a little bit warped here.
I don't. I like yellow.
I think he needs to try some honey to white.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Do you know the last? My story I just told about how I sat around with people who I thought were my friends, and they
Yeah.
encouraged me to drink some drinks.
Yeah,
and
but they liked
told me
you.
that I'd be fine with these things. And they were in fact thinking, haha, it'd be so funny to make this person drink something that's going to make them feel bad.
I'll
I'm
have a
just
sip
gonna
if you
drink
do.
Yellow.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. Go first.
Neivien looks
Go
towards you,
so
Hula. Holds up the glass of Auburn wine that she's swapped with Alaran. Sip for a sip.
Yep.
Hula.
And then I'll take a deep sip.
The sip of wine, especially after you've just been drinking what is essentially like 120% proof like distilled, like just it is just Everclear that you're drinking, essentially. Fortified Everclear. The wine is very much like a little fruity chaser. Look, it's nice to have a little burst of sweetness on your tongue, but it's no Horny-to White. And this is pretty good Horny-to White. Neivien takes the smallest sip of the Horny-to White before handing you the glass back and then choking in the background. Oh, God. As she struggles to breathe through the burn. It's at this point that that Ztar rejoins as you watch Neivien having to quickly down the rest of the Auburn wine, trying to get rid of the burn.
Hula, remind me. Actually, no, never mind. That was going to be too personal. I am rather curious about how the liver works for horn eaters. Just must be working overtime.
I don't know much about the liver, but the stomach is where most of the work gets done by the horn eaters.
Beg to differ from a scientific perspective, but sure. If you think it works in the stomach,
Horn eater stomach full of tiny kremling that swim in alcohol and make it better.
I should earmark this to a study later. Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt your party.
So long. How long does it take to get snacks?
Fuck.
I apologize, Master, but
Deep cover.
the woman you were to meet with this afternoon is said to have some unexpected and unwelcome guests. It might be in our best interest to expedite going to get her.
You've been stood up again, Alaran. Another date, and she hasn't shown.
No. Finish your drinks.
Down the hatch, lads. We gotta get going.
We'll have to leave the Hornwider for another time, guys. So sorry.
But there's a game of pieces happening upstairs.
There's no time for pieces.
I can take my yellow with me. It's more a sipping drink.
You can't take the glass with you, Alaran. We need to leave that here. Give it to Ztar if you don't want it.
This was so expensive. This was 14 marks for all this, and you're telling me to just chug it down? Oh.
Yes, chug it.
Okay.
Chug.
Right near the front gate. I'll give it to our friend.
Storm, Father, save us.
Neivien finishes her wine, holds out the empty glass, goes, at least pour some for Ztar. I feel bad. Come on. Pour some of the Auburn in. No, you've got the yellow. I drank the Auburn. Pour some of the yellow in. Come on.
What?
I go to reach to the Horny-to White.
Fuck yes. Okay. Hula, how much is left of your serving of Everclear?
Well, a huge amount, but enough to share.
Ztar,
Yep.
could I get a survival check, please?
I want to take like a Horny to tear swig with this and just
I don't.
Just boss it down.
Not to tell the DM what to do, but I don't know if it would be a survival check. Horn eaters can only have their stomach because they're part Parshendi.
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Because we now have to figure out how much exposure Ztar has had to alcohol. Because it's not just an innate thing, it's also an exposure thing. You've had a lifetime of drinking this stuff. How many opportunities has Ztar had to drink?
Him wanting to roll for this. Like this is me trying to.
I would love a survival check, please, Ztar.
I mean, Ztar by his nature is rogue, and he may have had opportunities to drink in his time. So,
I'm not getting Ztar to roll to die. I'm just getting him to roll to see how alcoholic this is for him.
Yeah, when he gets to that one, he doesn't die.
Yeah. 22.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. This is a light, easy drinking. But this is a good snifter in the afternoon. Ztar, as you take a little sip, Hula's chosen well. This is smooth. This is a very gentle, very well crafted drink. It's nice. This is very nice.
Not bad, Hula. This is
Rav-eth.
I've not had something like this in a while.
Yeah.
Nevien's like still choking in the background.
But now the rest of you catch up, please. We have to be on our way.
Rav-eth just like very discreetly pulls out a little notebook and goes, "Fascinating."
Look, it's the stomach.
Truly? Oh.
They could have wings in the stomach.
but no, seriously, if it helps, I'll buy you all around when we get back. But we do have to I have other things to share as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
I assume we're relatively alone. Otherwise, I'd be speaking like I have had a hammer to the head. But
yeah,
you're not like crowded with people. But yeah,
to Neivien by saying, "You look like you need a sip of yellow just to fix up stuff." But
look, at some point, I think I'm going to be sick a little bit later. I can't taste anything anymore. My tongue has just given up after that liquid coated it. I'm going to be honest. That was really good. It was really good. You should try it. Yeah, it was really good.
what to do? So get out your thing. We're going, and I want to hear no complaining.
Get out your thing.
Look,
I don't. I'm not going to do that for
I'll buy
you.
a round of horny whites for everyone when we get back. Don't worry.
Excellent. Let's continue getting out of here.
With that, all of you make your way to the gate. As you make your way out, you get a surprised look from the gatekeeper, who goes, "Leaving already?"
We'll be back.
All right.
Gotta go do work.
Gives you a bit of a wink as you make your way out.
My last third of my drink is probably not drunk, and I said, I don't. Yeah. And then just put it down next to her and keep moving.
No, there's a bar. No, take it up to the bar as you just walk out the gates. She goes, "Fuck that. Storming light eyes." Perfect. As you make your way outside, Neivien checks her find reel really quickly, looking at the needle, goes, "So we're making our way to the. We're just trying to find. Are we still going off my Fabriel? Is this the plan?"
What was the address?
But actually, let's get going. We've digged around too much. The parchment in there was another one of our people. They've been paying attention. People, Rezi and friends are going after Ralanat, possibly now.
What?
Oh, right.
They were meeting with some other guy with a scarred up face, and
Wait.
and I give the full description I was given of him. I don't know who the hell that is, but he's
what?
involved. He's probably one of these Sons of Honor.
Yep. That is who I was with just moments ago.
I'm sorry, what?
I told us our pretty much our whole plan.
Lord, what was his name?
Commander Mintez. Yep.
Mintez?
You told him, Alan. So
Deep crackly voice.
did you tell him where we were heading?
He has his guard squadron full, and I look around to see if they have just waited outside the Red Rockbud.
Alaran, they're not immediately visible. The squadron of guards who were told to keep an eye on you.
Oh God.
They're sticking on us.
Unless they've been relocated to our address that we are going to be attending shortly.
Yes, we may have more than a couple of Sons of Honor and a full shard bearer to contend with here.
Oh.
I told him that we were here for someone. I did not give him the address because I didn't have it yet.
No, but if he was involved, he would be someone who knows exactly our description, and it doesn't take a particularly strong genius to work out what our particular group might be hunting for.
Look, I'm all for saving the day and justice and truth, but we're going up against a shard bearer in shard plate.
More than
Oh,
one.
I mean, I doubt Rezi would probably have his shard plate, just the blade.
Oh, okay. So if I get my soul cleaved, it will just be, that'll be fine. That'll be okay. Sure.
Well, yeah, we put Alaran in the way. He gets cleaved, and then I believe we can use him to then block the shard blade from that point on.
Look, Alaran, I can take daggers out of your back all day, every day, but
I don't want you to. I don't want you to.
You want the daggers to stay in?
Yeah, because then they can. Last time you took them out, they just put them straight back in.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. They said that they were going there to deal with who? The traitor.
The traitor, yes.
What?
So they don't know where she is.
I mean, I didn't say that. It sounded like they knew where to go. They just didn't name her by name. But it was a she and traitor in this area. I kind of assume that I mean, how many traitors?
We also tried to send a message, and I think the message we sent through that span read back to them through the span read that she had. I think we fucked up that too, didn't we? Like we were trying to do stuff. Maybe they think she's a traitor because of what we did. If it is Ralanat, they're after.
I think we need to go to the location regardless.
Let's quit yapping. Let's get there already.
Okay.
Rav-eth, as you follow the directions given to you by the apothecary, you soon find yourselves moving into a side street off the main road, curving around, only a couple of blocks away from the Red Rockbud. The side street that you find yourselves located in is a series of tenement housing that's kind of squashed in on top of each other, hidden under the lip of the crater. It is cramped. It is not exactly rich. A bit different to what you probably were expecting to find Ralanat. A different way you were expecting to find her, given her penchant for finery when she was traveling with the caravan. But as you arrive at the row of houses that the apothecary thought might be the location, judging by the delivery and judging by the descriptions, you can see that one of the doors is broken open and hanging off its hinges, and a few things are strewn into the street.
Are we able to deduce how recent this has occurred based on the condition of the items in the street?
Just from looking at it, judging by the fact that there's not loads of people picking through stuff, stealing it, this looks like exactly that kind of neighborhood. It doesn't seem like it's that long ago. From where you are, it's going to be hard to kind of make an assessment. If you wanted to head on over and have a bit of a closer look, investigation.
Oh, okay. So we're not there yet. Then we're approaching.
You've like come around the corner and seen it like 20 meters, 30 meters away. But if you want to go make your way over and have a bit of an investigation, I'd say deduction, investigation, survival, any of those checks to have a bit of a look around, and I'll give you some information. Perception would also fit here too.
I was going to say, can we perception check to see if there's like anyone just waiting for us, like out in the open, before we're like, hey, check this out, guys, like getting the jump on. But, like,
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the tile will have a perceive.
Perception is quite low for that, but he will try anyway.
Have a little perceive. A 12.
Not very perceiving.
Yeah, it looks like someone's had ransacked this place.
16's pretty good.
16. Having a bit of a look around, there's no sign of anyone waiting for you. If they were hiding inside or...
Okay.
Excuse me, managed to catch that cough. If they were hiding inside or upstairs, you wouldn't see them from here, but there's no indication that there's any people around here waiting for you. And one of the things that kind of helps cement that for you, Rav-eth, is the fact that you can see what looks like a small species of flying kremling, quite skittish and easily spooked, resting on the windowsill of the broken window of this ransacked home. The fact that it's there probably indicates that there's not anyone moving around inside. Otherwise, it would have taken flight and moved away.
Are there any?
It's feeding on something on the inside of the window.
Are there any? So there are no bystanders in the street or anyone looking?
No
worried?
bystanders in the street. In fact, as you walk down, you can see a set of curtains and shutters close from a building behind you and above. This looks like one of those situations where people know what's happened here and don't want to be involved.
I don't like the look of this.
Say the words. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Speak the words, Rav-eth.
We don't need to run straight in there and get ourselves killed. That's silly. We've got things we have to do before we die. So let's just wait a beat out here and see if we hear anything or see anything move. And
I mean, judging by that kremling up in the window there, I don't think there's anything moving around in the building.
Okay.
I think whatever's happened has happened, and I think we're a bit late.
Well, okay, maybe we can move forth. Does it look like there's like a back door to this, or is this one of the kind of like adjacent to the crater walls?
It's adjacent to the crater wall, so no back door. Cramped tenement housing on either side. Single entry and exit point.
Alaran makes the obvious statement, but foolish inference that because this is in the crater, there couldn't possibly be a back way out. And so we've got a choke point.
We've not seen them tunnel through into a prison before.
Yeah, sure. That's a good point.
Yeah, but I've got the Soulcaster. What are the chances they've got more than one? Oh, wait, it's a collection of Light Eyes who literally own all the Ardents and Soulcasters like slaves.
Look, I think we're not going to know the truth of all of this until we're actually inside and investigating what happened. So, as dangerous as this is, I think we need to take our chances.
I agree.
Well, should we send in the big brave Neivien first, since she's had some...
She may be able to throw a hook at them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a couple of hefty tomes.
Got a couple of those handy? Very good.
I can head in first.
No, I would lose you, Ztar.
Oh, what?
I think Hula might be up to the task.
Yeah.
I can support in the back.
Should we just rush on in? If we just storm them, we may take them by surprise.
We're not surprising anyone here. Ztar, it was good that you got that information. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, that was very good. I think we just go in. Single file. Hula, if you want to lead just in case.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Hula, leading the charge with the others following close behind you, cowering in the shadow of your muscular shoulders, relying on your muscles and very friendly Mustar to keep them feeling safe and secure.
I do feel safe and secure.
You do feel safe and secure. You stride on in towards the building. Judging by the way the door's been smashed open, as soon as you get close, the little tiny flying Kremling takes off and disappears into the sky above, clinging to the crater wall up above. And you can see that it was feeding on what looks like some sort of spilled drink. Not sure what, maybe some sort of juice or some sort of wine that had spilled onto the windowsill from something being thrown. You can see there's what looks like a porcelain, not porcelain, a fired clay bottle that had been thrown against the wall, probably at whoever stormed in through this door, smashing against the windowsill. The room is in absolute chaos. It looks like there was a fight that went down in here. Things are being tossed around. It clearly also looks like it's been searched. Do you want to give me anyone who's having a bit of a look around? I'm going to say probably deduction fits in here. Mm-hmm. Perception, survival. They're kind of the three key ones I'd say would fit here. Yeah.
Would we get more from a deduction than a perception? Because I'm decent at both, but a bit better at perception.
I'll give you different info for each one.
Deceive.
Yeah. Deceive will tell you things. Deduction will give you information on what you think might have happened here.
Good deduction rolls, guys.
Holy shit. Okay. So we got an 18 from Rav-eth, a 19 from Ztar, and a 20 from Alaran. We just kept increasing each time. And what was
you have a bitching and go on perception then, Rory.
Yeah, and then 15 for Hula's perception. Hula, beyond what I've described, the first thing that stands out to you is this place has been picked clean a little bit, but only a little bit, a lot less than you would expect for something like this, which, I mean, is interesting, the fact that this has been clearly broken into, and then not a lot of stuff's been taken. A few things have, but only things near the door and near the window. For those of you with your deduction checks, that means that the people who've grabbed things did so quickly and opportunistically and were unwilling to spend any time inside here and unwilling to get closer. which means most likely that this was done by either the guards, and people know not to fuck with stuff that the guards have gotten into, or maybe some sort of gang, a gang that is in power here that people, again, know not to mess with. Looking around, the signs of a struggle clearly indicate that something happened here, quite a decent fight, but no signs of any like very obvious bloodstains or significant injuries. Certainly no bodies that have been left here, which means that whoever was in this house was taken and wasn't killed here. Or at least if they were, they've been cleaned up in such an effective way that there's no sign of it. No sign of it after. Yeah, Hadazian marriage sack. Yeah.
Is Naveen's fine drill ping still?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
Still pointing further north, because that's linked to whoever was on the receiving end of Ralanat's what's the name of the Spanreed? Spanreed. The receiving end of Ralanat's Spanreed, not Ralanat's Spanreed itself. She's got Ralanat's Spanreed.
At this point, since we're kind of on the outskirts of the crater and it's still pointing north,
Yeah.
would it be outside of the camp then?
It looks like it's pointing. When I say so, from where you guys are, you're still sort of in the north eastern edge of the crater. You're not at the northernmost point of the crater. Her fine drill is pointing northwest of where you guys are.
Oh, okay, it's back in
Curved
towards
around
this.
the crater.
I see.
Further away from where you are now.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And has that been steady the whole time, or was
it hasn't
pointing
moved.
to here up until recently?
No, it hasn't moved. It's always pointed in that direction.
Interesting.
Okay.
Can I just ask a question about the layout? Was the military camp at the northernmost tip, or is it in like a more central ring?
The western side. The whole camp's been kind of split in half, and it's on the west.
Do we know what's like in the northern area of the camp specifically?
Not really.
Okay.
You know, it's mostly housing and mostly accommodation away from the central market, which is down near the gate.
Yeah.
That eastern gate.
I think if we're still, like, obviously it looks like this has all happened pretty fairly quickly, but...
Yeah, sorry, with your
think,
deduction checks, it looks like this has happened in the last 24 hours. Whatever has happened here. And having a bit of a look around, you can't see any sign. Clearly this place was searched. It has been searched thoroughly to give the illusion of a theft, maybe a theft gone wrong. But the people who did this knew exactly what they were looking for, and then have just smashed everything else around it. Stuff that would have been taken by normal thieves has just kind of been thrown about and dropped and smashed. I mean, as you look upstairs, you can see there is a narrow staircase leading up to a floor above. As you make your way and glance up, you can see there are 2 bedrooms up here. Signs that people have been living here. Clothes have been scattered about. A mixture of very fine silks and dresses that would be worn by a lady of refinement within the Aelthi court, mixed in with a bunch of much more subdued greys and browns that might be more appropriate for a dark eyes. You also find a suit that Neivien immediately recognizes, a military-style suit that she sighs as she spots and goes, "Ah, I've seen this before. Her man was wearing it back with the caravan. What's his face? The man who's with her. This is what he was wearing. I don't think he's an Ardent. I think he's disguising himself as an Ardent, but this is what he was wearing.
Oh,
I recognize it.
Oh.
The bald man
Do I
you saw,
see-
I think that might have been her attendant disguising himself as an Ardent.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, so when he was on the caravan, he wasn't even posing as an Ardent, then he was in a military coat at that stage.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah, coll. Okay.
Do I see any of the, like, hair dye anywhere?
Yeah, as you have a bit of a peek into the bathrooms, Rav-eth, you can see a little vial of black hair dye still open on the counter.
Oh, well, she was definitely here. Looks like we just missed her.
I mean, I know we missed her, but we just did the investigation. Like, if it wasn't for the people with the shard blades and all of the power and all of the plans, we would have found her.
Yes.
And if this has happened in the last 24 hours, yeah, we we weren't the ones to get her caught, but it also means that she's still not working with them, or I don't know. We don't know that yet.
24 hours. Huh. Interesting.
Well, the good news is there hasn't been a high storm, so maybe there's some tracks we could follow or other signs.
I mean, we still have your find reel pointing northwest. We could.
There's no guarantee
follow that
that's
along.
pointing towards Ralanat. We just whoever was speaking to Ralanat on the other end of the span read.
Well,
I
they
mean,
might. They
could
may
be.
actually have Ralanat now.
Yeah, it might be that they have her now.
It might be nice to just find the vicinity of where we're going. I have just a question of understanding what we've just observed here, because I was a little bit confused by that. So am I right that the people who have stormed this place and done the capture of whoever is here have done so in a very coordinated way and then thrashed the room?
You think so? Yeah. There's signs that this was done. It's all the markings, all the things that you see make it look like this was a very professional snatch and grab, and then has been set. It has been staged to look like a theft later on because of the things that have been smashed, the things that have been left behind, the fact that there's still a few spheres left on the floor. There's no way thieves would leave that stuff. You pass by 4 marks, a couple of diamond marks, just sort of sitting there on the floor, half hidden underneath a length of fabric that was probably some sort of tablecloth or something. Yeah.
And does that mean that no one's kind of snuck in and grabbed some stuff, seeing that this is a half occupied thing near the door?
Yeah, the deduction check tells you that either this is the guards or a gang. Someone powerful enough that people don't want to get on the wrong side of them. People have still stolen stuff, but only from the entryway. They've not wanted to head on in and be caught in here, which really screams to you guards or gang, right? That someone powerful enough that you don't want to cross them, that you don't want to get on the wrong side of them. There's a fear of the consequences more than just if this was a robbery.
Yeah.
So enough people know. People who live around here clearly know what happened here and know who it was.
I don't think we're going to get in trouble by being in here and investigating a bit more thoroughly. If there's anything here that we can gather up. There's some good dresses in here, Neivien. I don't know if you want to package those up and take them back to House Bethab for yourself or any others.
I'm just thinking that if you've been specifically told not to look into this, but the guy who's told you to do that was also a member of this group, I mean, if we get caught, we're basically creme anyway, right? He's just gonna. How much did you tell him?
I'm trying to actually remember what I did say. I feel like I was making it. I didn't really give him the details. He's really pushing for the details. I feel like I told him that, basically that it was a problem that I was hoping to take off his hands without giving him specific details, and that it was related to the caravan incident, and it was kind of something that I needed to handle, and I didn't want it to be a problem on his plate, but just to let him know that there could be incident around it. So he knew who it was because he already knew who it was. But that wasn't even 24 hours. That wasn't
That's 2 hours
unlikely.
ago.
Yeah, it was
Sounds like
unlikely.
he already had her by that point.
Yeah,
If it is the Sons of Honor, if it is these guys who've got her.
Oh, true. Yeah.
What? If there's the Sons of Honor are now, obviously they have their own motivations and are probably gathering information just the same as we are, but all of our experiences with the Sons of Honor have been to basically kill. They haven't been in the interest of grabbing and snatching and taking people. Are we certainly sure that this is the Sons of Honor that are responsible for this, or is there another party here that we should be concerned about?
One
Think
secret
there's
society
another
at a
secret
time.
organization?
Yeah, please, one at a time.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
What are the chances there are 4 or 5 different secret organizations all working at the same time in the same place? What are the chances of that?
It's a big city.
What, can they just disappear like ghosts? Have they got some sort of secret diagram they're following? You tell me.
Well, I mean, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking they could just be a concerned party that are also trying to track down the Sons of Honor, but not necessarily nefarious, but...
So
I mean,
concerned that they kidnapped a woman and ransacked her house?
I mean,
Yeah.
what were we going to do?
Kidnap a woman and ransack her house.
Yeah,
Well,
we were going to do that. The Hadesian marriage
Yeah,
sack.
but we have a reason for that. We're not concerned citizens.
Is it possible? Is it possible she just pissed people off? I mean, she pissed us off. She was pretty shit.
There might have been another group of people who survived the caravan we were in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Who were investigating.
What if there's a group who are just slightly more competent than us, and they're just a little bit ahead of us?
Well, I'm going to take a look around, see if I can find where the people went. Maybe we look around, see if we've seen that
I'm gonna go through all these books and shit.
But they weren't very thorough with what was taken here, so we might still be able to find something in this place. So
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll have a look through too. Ralanat was a pretty smart lady. I'm sure she would have hid some things around in her safe house. Just got to
That's what
figure
I'm
out where
thinking.
they are.
I'm going to look for any writing or any records. I'm hoping that the people who took over were a whole bunch of men, and they didn't know how to read, and so all the stuff that's here they haven't really had a chance to look through. I'm really hoping that there's just a bunch of dumb, stupid men who've had to
Do you need a hand with that? I can help you with that.
Sure, yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I can
Yeah.
read.
so can I roll survival to try and see if I can get a beat on where these guys went?
Yes.
I was thinking that just in terms of Naivien's are there any paper records here of information? I was thinking that if she was reading aloud any names, I could potentially be like that's the expertise that I have, but I can't read it myself.
Yeah.
And then the
She
other
does
thing
also
was-
have Aelthi cultural expertise as well.
Yeah. Is there a bunch of broken stuff here? Uh-oh.
That's a natural one. Natural one for a total of
It
6.
says Alaran, and it just has death glyphs around it.
It's just Alaran surrounded by drawings of Rotspren. Neivien is going to roll a deduction check as well.
Do I get an advantage for being a good boy?
No.
Oh.
Neivien does get a 17 though.
That's pretty good.
With your check, Rav-eth, as you begin to go through some of the items in what looks like a kind of writing desk that's been set up, unfortunately with your natural 1, you manage to knock over a jug of water that is standing on the balanced precariously on the edge of the desk, and as the water knocks over and spills, you watch as it runs over a whole bunch of paper, the ink immediately running and ruining a number of the documents. You watch as Neivien, who is sort of chatting to Ztar, yeah, you let me know if you find any tracks. Let me just turn. Oh, Rav-eth!
That's not what it looks like.
I turned around for 2 seconds.
Rav-eth, are you working for this other organization?
Are you a son of dishonor?
No, not at all. No. This is an accident.
Because there's no way that I know you as a steady-handed surgeon could have ever possibly done something without that being intentional.
Look, maybe the alcohol before speaking in a little. I don't normally drink much either, and I'm just really nervous.
If you're that clumsy, I don't want you getting inside my body and switching organs around and things like that.
I'm just telling you, this is a one-off thing. I'm not going to make a habit of this.
Okay.
Phrase?
Yeah. Mean does not want Rav-eth inside her body, rearranging her organs.
I tasted some of Hula's honey to white. My tongue is loose and leaden at the same time.
Phrasing.
Wow. Okay, fine.
Let's show me these pages. Let me see if I can figure out what you got here. This just looks like some sort of false identity documents, maybe. It looks like she's trying to set up some sort of passageway out of the Shattered Plains. This one, I don't know. It looks kind of like some sort of oh no, here we go. Here's some details on the caravan. Storms. She's still got a passenger manifest. These are all our names. Most of our names. And the names of everyone else, all the passengers in the caravan.
Oh.
She still had this. I don't know why, though.
Are there any names on that manifest that ring a bell?
I mean, obviously, all of our names are there. There's a couple of... I mean, there's like a merchant name here. I think I spoke to him once or twice. There's that Azish scribe there. It's really just the people traveling with the caravan, not any of like the guards or anything like that. Oh, Alaran, look, she's put a little like cross through your name. That's fun.
Wait, she's done that to a bunch of them though, right? Not just mine?
Oh, sorry. It's where the ink's run down. She hasn't done that. It's just the ink that's dripped down and looks like it. Sorry. It's just a water stain. Don't worry.
Sorry. Again.
To be clear,
that
her
would be...
plan was direct a caravan to the Shattered Plains, have the caravan be attacked, and then leave the Shattered Plains?
I think something's gone wrong.
No. All of this stuff looks like it's more recent. The date on the requisition for getting out of here was only 2 days ago. I think this is all her trying to escape.
Yeah, she didn't set any of this up before the caravan, which means she wasn't planning to need a false ID. She would have had stuff set up here for her if that was her plan, right?
I agree. There's some letters here as well, notes to and from. It looks like she sent some sort of like note Oh, this is interesting. So here it looks like she was trying to get a message to this group via the Red Rockbud. She had her man Zindan. That's his name, Zindan. I knew it was something stupid.
Oh.
Had her man Zindan pretended to be an Ardent. She was telling him, it looks like she's written a letter here saying that she lost her span read, that any communication's not through her. And this reply back, I don't think they believe her. They've asked for her to like prove her identity and asked her to come and meet with them. And that's the day she then went to try and get out of here. I don't think she was planning on any of this, guys. I think she was planning on. I think when it looked like things had gone wrong, I think she was planning on escaping. Maybe she knew. Oh shit! Yeah, they're really cross with her. Look at this one. Oh, sorry, you guys can't read. This one here. They're basically saying that I wasn't rubbing it in your faces that you can't read. I sorry. I realized. I saw the look on your face. They're really cross that you thought that all of us escaped. That lots of us escaped.
But
you're
why?
not happy about it.
It
doesn't say.
Less her problem and more like Rezi's problem for being really bad at killing people.
No, it from here it looks like. I mean, I'm no expert, but from looking at this, I'd say Rezi has basically put all the blame on her. I mean, like, and let's be honest here. If you were going to escape Kremling someone, who would you want to be getting rid of? The guy with both plate and blade, or just some like random minor light-eyed scribe that you could pin the blame on?
Is there a clear reason of like why they're worried about? Is it how many people survived or who survived?
That any people survived. I don't think they're happy that anyone survived.
No witnesses.
Yeah, no witnesses.
But I still don't know what we were witnessing, other than the fact that one of the lords was attacking a caravan. But like, I don't even
know why we wanted to attack said caravan.
I think I might have an idea. They asked her if the goods had been secured, and she said that last she was there, they had been.
Oh, so the caravan was moving something of importance, and the attack was to cover up them taking it then.
That's what I'm thinking.
When she tried to escape,
she took a whole bunch of shit with her. She had some stuff with her. Yeah.
I carried one of those packs for her for a bit, but then they kind of like came to attack us, and I just dropped it at first sight.
Do you remember what was in the pack?
I think she gave me money, but I don't know what was in the pack. She gave me a whole bag of money and then gave me stuff to carry to lighten their load. There was like 3 or 4 packs that they were carrying. I took one of them, and then they kind of left me behind them. They let me fall behind, and then I dropped it so that I didn't get caught with it. That means that they didn't take it.
Oh, they think we have something, maybe. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, but that's a better idea. I mean, I was just thinking, is whatever it is that's still out on the plane? But I mean, it makes it sound like they didn't recover the item, right?
Right.
She wouldn't have given me the most. If there was a thing to carry, she wouldn't have
surely
given it
not.
to me to carry.
I mean, it would explain why they ransacked and searched the place.
As I think she took it.
So she was supposed to have something secured. Rezi was supposed to attack the caravan, and that was how they were supposed to get it out or something. But why not just have her deliver it? It must have been too big to carry. That something that had to be taken by a group of people. That was too hard to just like. Or maybe something that someone knew she had, and therefore the attack is the only way to get it off her.
Or maybe it was the merchant who had it.
Yeah, right. It wasn't something she actually had.
Yeah.
And they think we have it now, maybe. Or they think she still has it. That's why they've gone after her, and maybe that's why they've gone after us.
When we got attacked, the kind of like aftermath, we didn't run away from the caravan. We were kind of like left in the spoils. There was no like raiding and looking through anything.
No, because the whole cliffside had been dropped on top of most of the caravan. There was a massive... Because Rezi used his shard blade to basically bring down half the cliff.
And she was prepared for this, and she was packing up and leaving.
Correct. The question is, was she prepared for Rezi to do that? Was she just getting out of there with her stuff? The question is, there's a couple of questions now. Was something left behind? Half buried by the avalanche.
Douchebag, so he could have been going rogue because say some parchment was shooting arrows at him.
Yeah, there's a lot to work with here. With your did you do your survival check, Ztar? Yes, you did. 13. As you make your way down, I mean, the heavily booted footprints through the unswept streets leading away from this house, along with the drag marks. It's not very hard to follow these tracks, at least until you get back on the main road. For now, in this quiet side street, you can see the marks lead towards the northwest, sticking to the edge of the crater rim.
I report that back.
Was it one
in the northwest?
Was it one drag trail, or two?
Like one sacked person and then several boots.
Yeah.
Okay, so one man was recovered from here. Is that what you meant?
One person was recovered from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we still don't know where her man Zindan ended up.
Fiance.
Or conversely, they may have bagged Zindan and we don't know where she is.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. We don't know who was in here. Does Zindan seem like more of a Neivien throw a book or like a little clay pot?
I mean, by my descriptions from the apothecary, it sounded like he was tall, strong, bald. He was an attendant.
He's got a military coat.
Wait.
But
I've got a really, really bad thought. If you'd kidnapped one person and you knew that there were two people here, I'd set an ambush and wait for the other person to come back.
But now we've come back.
Yeah, and we're going to walk out empty-handed, and we have no reason to be attacked. We're going to lead them to the next place that they need to find.
I really don't want to be ambushed again.
Oh, I'm so dead if that happens.
Well, it can't be an ambush if we're expecting it, right?
It's just a bush.
It's just a bush. Yes.
I love a bush. All right, let's go. I think that's where
the military route.
Well, I guess the question is, did you guys want to spend some more time exploring this house, or are you going to follow the tracks and make your way up towards the northwest?
I feel like time is kind of the essence at this point, right? Like,
yeah, start making tracks.
Make tracks.
Literal ones.
Perfect. Then I do have my cliffhanger for tonight. As
Ideally,
you make your way...
make tracks though, in case.
Yeah, trying not to make tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I do get my cliffhanger for the night. Then, as you all make your way down the stairs and begin to follow the tracks, there is sudden motion at the end of the alleyway, and you watch as three soldiers dressed in very familiar uniforms step out from the end of the walkway. wearing Aladar's colours. And as you turn, you hear the sound of booted footsteps behind, and emerging once again is the lovely soldier you spoke with, Alaran and Hula, the one who was chatting with you. You watch as he looks, bit of a smile,
no way.
and looks back towards the rest of his men and goes, "See? Told you they'd go straight here. Right. You lot. Sorry about this. It's not personal, yeah? It's just orders." And with that, you watch as they begin to draw weapons. And that...
I mean, we saw what guards did the last time we went to a fight. Guards can be ridiculous.
That is where we are going to wrap up for tonight.
Neivien, get your books.
Yeah, which is Neivien pulls out 3 tomes, starts like spinning them around. She's like used the chain of her soulcaster to tie them together like nunchucks.
Is this the same guy that told us about Nell?
No. This is the one who caught Alaran pissing in an alleyway.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant it was
Sorry, Piss
told me about
Prince.
Nell. I felt
No.
so betrayed.
Because now their expectations so low.
So low. Yeah, accurate.
The piss
Oh,
king
wait.
Alaran is gonna.
Yeah,
fucking-
just piss your pants.
Piss Prince Alaran. the Prince of the Golden River. Oh my goodness.
Don't underestimate it, man. You'll get you.
That's the name of the episode.
Yellow
Prince
wine.
of the Golden River.
Yellow
yeah,
wine.
that's it. Yellow wine for a yellow boy. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to call the episode Yellow Wine. That's actually a great episode title. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is all we have time for tonight. We will be back tomorrow night with more Tales from the Yawning Portal, Wednesday night for more Return of the Giants, and Monday night for more Echoes of Honor. For now, though, that is all we have time for. We will see you all again very, very soon. For those of you watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid a lovely friend of the channel tonight. That is going to be... Oh, there's a group doing Curse of Strahd. Shillianth, let's go raid them. Absolutely. They've got some cool looking art. Yeah, let's go. They've also got a warning on their stream. It may contain significant profanity, vulgarity, and sexual themes. I feel like maybe we should have that warning up when we do our... Well, it's too late now. Curse of Strahd's finished, but maybe we should have had that warning up for people to join.
Yeah, maybe before you started like talking about rearranging Nevien's guts while Raph wasn't here.
And marking bush.
Yeah.
Look, I've just started reading The Fourth Wing. It's changed the way I talk. Let's get that raid across.
Oh, God.
I will see you all again very, very soon. Watch out for those episodes of Subnautica coming out on YouTube. But everybody, until then, stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again soon. Farewell for now, friends, and see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.